I got home and came home to a rather upset family.
Some recollections never fade.
But I have a distinct memory of the weekend, and we watched the whole thing nonstop.
The events of a tumultuous day 54 years ago.
I was attending this school on November 22nd, 1963.
Struck a nerve with a 9-year-old Frank Battleson.
Many of these are our family papers from the day.
The President's car is now turning onto Elm Street, and it will be only a matter of minutes before he arrives at the trademark.
A young president with so much promise cut down in Dallas.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route.
It was a sad day, no question.
President Kennedy's killing would grip Battleson and has not let go.
It gives me a lump in my throat to watch this, and I've watched it many times.
Initially, like so many skeptical Americans,
You keep anything under wraps, and people wonder why.
Frank was convinced of a conspiracy.
We've got the guy in the sewer. We've got the guy at the Daltex building. We've got a guy or guys at the grassy knoll.
But the former Chesterfield police officer started poring over the evidence.
486 frames that make up the 26 seconds of Zapruder film.
Frank would read account after account. Slowly, he changed course.
Complete 180.
Frank now believes only one man was responsible.
No, I've not been charged with that. In fact, nobody has said that to me yet.
It's hard for people to accept that a 24-year-old nobody pulled this off.
Over the years, Frank has amassed dozens of artifacts and hundreds of documents related to the assassination.
I wanted to have the exact ammunition that was used by Lee Harvey Oswald.
Frank's collection includes everything from original photos taken by investigators
This is President Kennedy's actual shirt and his actual necktie.
to authentic news bulletins
It says, Flash, Dallas, Kennedy seriously wounded, perhaps fatally.
once owned by JFK's personal secretary, Evelyn Lincoln.
The headline, Day of Mourning Tomorrow.
But Frank's most prized possession sits in his garage.
It's history for me. It makes me feel like I'm a little bit closer.
This rusted 1955 Bel Air was once owned by Ruth Payne.
Lee Harvey Oswald started to learn to drive in this vehicle. He was taught by Ruth Payne.
Frank refuses to restore the car, believing there is historic value in leaving the station wagon as is.
This car also, on several occasions, transported the rifle that killed President Kennedy.
Frank's car remains a tangible link to that fateful day.
He sat in this seat, he grasped the steering wheel, he turned this ignition switch, and he drove this car.
More than 5 decades later, Kennedy's assassination still commands attention.
This is a murder, and in reality, it's a simple murder case.
The thousands of newly released documents by the National Archives are piquing Frank's interest.
There's not going to be any smoking gun here.
But Frank will forever remain convinced one person pulled the trigger.
As we know, people don't accept that. They think there was something involved.
Frank thinks conspiracy theories swirling around JFK's
A
killing
very famous picture.
will never cease.
This is the man that killed President Kennedy.
Frank says if only people would methodically study the case,
I don't think that's going to happen.
they would find the answer
I don't think I'll ever have to eat my words. I'll stand by that.
hidden in plain sight.
There's no question that the physical evidence speaks for itself, and Lee Harvey Oswald committed the crime alone.
Several police officers are rushing up the hill at this time. Stand by just a moment, please.